everyone. A few days ago, I made this journal cover and I used a technique that's kind of new to me to create a faux metal finish. And I had a lot of interest in it, so I thought I would go and show you what I did. This was just a book cover, a gutted book, an old book that had fallen apart. I took the pages out, so it's just an empty cover right now. And I painted the inside black, just sparingly, and I painted the outside, which was like a really dark purple. I painted it all with just black acrylic paint. Then I started embellishing. So I'm going to show you how I did it. On the back cover, I used these metallic paints. This is a bronze by Apple Barrel, but it could be anything. This is a Folk Art metallic silver. This one is Folk Art, and it's metallic antique copper. And then I also have, this is an iridescent glaze. I found this at Tuesday morning. And this one also is, here we go, is Glossy Dimensions. It's a gold glaze. This is a modeling paste. So what I did is I just took one of these little makeup spongy things and a little bit of those paints like on my surface, and I just took a light little bit of that and I just started rubbing it all over my background. And I did it with all these 4 different colors. And that turned out real pretty. I'm real happy with it. But I also want to show you how I did these embellishments. Now these are raised, and I wanted them to look like they were just metal pieces adhered down. So what I did, I took some black cardstock and I just die cut out some shapes. Now these are different shapes than I did on my book, but I just want to show you how it works. These are some flower dies. Oh, I see that one broke off. I just got these in the mail, and I thought, well, I'm going to embellish them because I think a metal flower would be cool too on there, a metal looking flower. So all I did was take something like that, and then I am going to take a little bit of these colors. And I think one of the tricks to do in faux metal is that you don't use the same color. You know, use some different colors, mix it up, especially this gold. The gold worked really well. Okay, so all I'm going to do, I'm going to take just a tiny bit. I'm going to rub almost most of it off. Oh, I didn't tell you, I forgot to tell you. After I die cut these shapes, I put them through an embossing folder. That embossing folder looks like this. It has some floral print, but it's real tiny, really fine embossing. So it makes a lot of little bitty shapes and stuff on there. So that's how I got all of that. So I'm just going to take some of that paint and I'm just going to rub it. And you see that one's broken, but that's okay. This is just for a demo, just to show you how easy this was. So just a little bit of the bronze paint on here and there. And notice I'm not covering the whole image. I'm just doing spots, just a little bit here and there. Because you want metal, has a lot of different shades to it. It doesn't have all the same exact color. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the broken one too, because I'll just glue it back together since it decided to be ornery. Okay, now here's the little bit of that darker shade. So now we're going to add a little bit of that. Now I'm looking for spots that don't already have the other color. So I'm kind of putting this around in other spots that didn't quite get any of that color. So that's 2 different colors. One's kind of copper, one's kind of bronzy. Oh, I see I missed that one a while ago. Let's get that one in there and give him a little bit of that copper. And then this guy, we'll give him a little bit of the darker color. Now this is the silver. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of that. And you see the more, I hope you can see this, but the more colors I add, the more it starts to look like metal. It just has different shades to it, you know, according to how the light hits it. So see, I'm kind of dabbing it sometimes I'm brushing it across the top, whatever you want to do. And then this just kind of sets it off to me. And this one, I usually do it with my finger, but you could do it with a brush. This applicator too, it doesn't matter. But I just kind of want to real gently get some of that little scroll work on the edges. And if I feel like there was a little bit too much copper right there, I just kind of toned that down a little bit. It's way too much right there, so I'm just adding a little bit of gold. Doesn't take long to do this. You know, don't spend a lot of time being real meticulous about it. I work quick. I always have. Everything I do it quickly. I don't know why. That's just me. That's my nature, is to move fast. Okay, so we've got all that done, and really, guys, that's all there was to it. You can add some of this too if you want to. You don't have to. This is it's a glaze. It's kind of a whitish, silverish looking glaze. But to tell you the truth, I've pretty much got everything covered. I don't have many spots left to add anything else. So then all I did was took some glue and glued my pieces down to my front cover. And then I added, let's see, I put the little hitching post here and a little key entry just for looks, because I like it, and put this little metal thing here. I made a little embellishment cluster here with a metal flower and 2 gears, and this behind it is just some gauze that I colored with some ink. I put some of those shapes on my spine because I liked the way that looked. And then I just added some more shapes to the back. And then I took my Stays-On ink and some rubber stamps, and I just did some stamping here or there because it just looked like it needed just a little something, a little bit of French script there. So really, that's all there is to it. Now, it did take me a while to do all of this, but it wasn't hard. It's just as easy as that. So give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.